too. Excellent. Good morning and welcome. I'm Lynn Postevit, the professor and head of the Department of Biomedical and Molecular Sciences here at Queen's University in the School of Medicine and the Faculty of Health Sciences. It's such a pleasure for me today to welcome everyone here for this very special occasion. It's special to all of us. Today you'll be hearing from me a little bit, but then also from our students who've benefited from this program, from our principal who's here, as well as faculty members, the chaplain, and representation from our schools in medicine and nursing. So our department, DBMS we affectionately call it, is an amalgamation of 5 previous departments that were in health sciences. We call them the basic health sciences that would provide medical education for students. And those departments were anatomy and cell biology, biochemistry, microbiology and immunology, pharmacology and toxicology, and physiology. So you can imagine when medical school students would come through for over 150 years, they would get their curriculum, so get their studies from professors in these departments. For more than 150 years, faculty and staff at the School of Medicine have been responsible for the important education of all of our students in those subjects, but then also importantly for this, the anatomical sciences. And this relates very importantly to the training of our healthcare professionals in nursing and medicine and rehab, as well as individuals who go out to do research and serve in the healthcare system here in Canada, in Ontario, and around the world. And I'm always proud to say that I was actually one of these students. I did both my undergraduate here at Queen's as well as my PhD in anatomy and cell biology. And I think I started 25 years ago now. Time keeps going. We're going to keep it at over 20. And as time goes, maybe I'll just keep it there. And I can assure you that this particular program was so very, very important. So as a PhD student back then, we would of course do our research, but we're an important part of the program. We would help to train medical students, and we were very much learning from and helping to teach others using the bodies that were donated through this particular program. So it's a long-standing, very important program for so many people. I feel very grateful to be able to speak to you today on behalf of our faculty and our staff and our many, many students from the past and current, our undergraduate students in our Bachelor of Health Sciences program and Life Sciences program, kinesiology programs, of course our medical students, our nursing students, our rehab students, and others as well. This is an annual service of gratitude that we have for the generosity that all of you have shown us. The generosity of dedicated individuals also in our departments that have given their time to help to train our new professionals. We previously in the Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology for many years, and now this department, DBMS, have held this memorial service every year in the spring. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's warm, sometimes it rains, and today is absolutely spectacular. So despite what I was a little scared last night with what was coming down. So we hold this every year, and it's really for you, for our families and our friends whose bodies have been donated, as well as those involved in the faculty, our students, and our staff. So it's a great event to get everyone together so that those who donated and who shared can actually see the benefits of that. World events over the last several years have made us acutely aware of how important healthcare education is and how important it is to support our frontline workers and to teach our scientists, so scientists like myself, about the human body so that innovations can be made. And so innovations like the vaccines that we use for COVID, new continual advancements in the treatment of diseases like cancer, cardiovascular disease, all start from programs like this where students gain an appreciation of the human body. This is due to your generosity, so the generosity of everyone here, your loved ones, families, and friends. The cremated remains of the donors are either returned to the family for private burial or are interned in the Queen's University plot here at the Cataraqui Cemetery, where the university chaplain conducts a memorial service today for family and friends. And so regardless of which you chose, we salute the amazing commitment to education of the next generation that all of you have made. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the family. That is, without the human body donor program, the department could not be able to educate our students to the very high standards that are currently in place. And I'm always proud when I go around the world giving lectures and talks about how well known this program is. So every corner, China, places in Europe, United States actually know our anatomy program and our quality leaders and faculty members, as well as the people who have come from the program, the scientists, the clinicians, the nursing people as well. So we are so grateful that many individuals and their families choose to make such a special contribution to the progress of medical sciences and to the training of healthcare professionals. This day and this moment is really for all of you. And thank you again. I'll now begin our formal program. So as I said, this program is special because we have our students as well as key faculty members and our principal here today and the chaplain. So our first word of appreciation is from Callie Silverton. Callie is an anatomical sciences student here in DBMS. This is a very special graduate program that we have that trains students in the anatomical sciences so that they can go and teach in other places and also move on with a very deep understanding of the human body to other professions such as medicine, nursing, and others.
Hi everyone. I would like to start first by thanking you all for the opportunity to be with you here today as you both mourn and celebrate your loved ones. I hold so much gratitude that you have let us share this space with you, and I hope to convey how much your loved one's donation means to our program and to me. I'm here speaking to you today as a master's student in anatomical sciences, but I started my post-secondary education as an art student, studying animation. And part of animation is learning how the body moves, how the face looks when it's full of sorrow or joy. And understanding this meant understanding anatomy, as it is, of course, impossible to understand how to animate people without studying people first. Understanding the composite parts of the human body, all of the muscles, sinew and bone, curves and edges, so that as artists, we could build them back up again in a recreation. And always in this exercise, I found that the whole was greater than the sum of its parts. And by that I mean that there's an unquantifiable beauty to the human body in totality that you cannot see when you study all of the body's parts and processes in isolation. I have spent a lot of my studies in pursuit of knowing what bridges that gap between the parts and their whole, studying animation, neuroscience, biochemistry, physiology, and now here, anatomy. I have tried to answer this question with both art and science, and neither has given me a clear answer. I suspect I never will get this answer. But within this enigma, this question that I won't answer and can't answer, lies my wonder and reverence of the human body and humanity in general. There is an ineffable messiness, an art to the human body that cannot be captured by a textbook or plastic model or photograph. There is some learning that may only be done with the real creation itself rather than any recreation. In this sense, there is an almost religious quality to learning anatomy by studying the miracle of the human body itself. I am not a religious person, but all of the things that I do believe in, art, science, evolution, and humanity, are present when I study anatomy in this way. I had the honor of learning the body's art and science from your loved ones, and the further honor of learning more about their humanity by being here with you all today, the people who they live for.
Les McKenzie. He's the director of our anatomical sciences program and really professor extraordinaire in our area.
Good morning, everyone. Considering the nasty storm we had last night, we've been blessed with a very nice morning, which is most appropriate for the reason why we're gathered here today. My name is Les McKenzie, and I'm an anatomist. It's a privilege and a pleasure for me to be here with you today as we celebrate the human body donor program. As Lynn had previously said, joining the family and friends of the individuals that have donated their bodies for education and research. We have faculty members and support staff from our anatomical sciences program, representatives from our graduate and healthcare programs, the university chaplain, and the principal of Queen's University. I'd like to extend a thank you to everybody that's participating in the service this morning, as well to the authors of the testimonials that are located in the program for this particular event, for their words of appreciation. At Queen's University, we take pride in the teaching and education of the anatomical sciences. And the highest standards that we're able to achieve is because of the generosity of the donors. On behalf of the anatomy faculty and the hundreds of students every year that study and learn with the use of human donations, we thank the donors for their gracious gifts to our education. Thank you.
To introduce to you Dr. Patrick Dean, our Principal and Vice Chancellor of Queen's University.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to you all. As you heard, I'm Patrick Dean. I'm Principal and Vice Chancellor of Queen's. I'm truly honored to be here with you today to speak on behalf of the whole university at this important memorial service for the families and friends of those who've chosen to donate their bodies to Queen's, and more specifically through Queen's to the advancement of education and of research in the health sciences. As you heard from Lynn, the Department of Biomedical and Molecular Sciences holds this memorial every year, recognizing how important it is that we pay tribute to the very welcome, necessary, and far-sighted generosity of our donors, a generosity that directly enhances the world-class anatomical education students receive during their time at Queen's. So I want first to acknowledge and to give our sincere thanks to all of you, the families and friends whose loved ones selflessly donated their bodies to the program. Grieving any human loss is a profoundly complicated experience, and I'm grateful that you've taken the time to join us here today so we can honor and celebrate them together and acknowledge the complexity of theirs and every life. Their gift to the university has extraordinary ongoing impact, enabling many transformative learning opportunities that enhance our understanding of the intricacies of human health and of the human body. One of the strategic goals of the university is to deepen and to enhance student learning. We're always striving to give our students meaningful opportunities to expand their knowledge and to deepen their experience. And we hope, above all, to inspire them to think critically and compassionately. The Human Body Donor Program makes this possible as the students engage in vital hands-on education that helps them to build their capacities and to go on to make real and positive differences in healthcare and in the world. But what is perhaps most important is that they learn about the selflessness and generosity of others who chose in their own way to support the advancement of science and the advancement of healthcare for those who succeed them. And while we know that the act of donating their bodies is only a small part of their legacy, it is an enduring gift of incalculable importance. The donation that your loved one has made not only brings benefit to the students of Queen's, but it has also inspired high school students to explore and to pursue their education in the health sciences. Through community outreach, through the Anatomy Museum, through guest lectures, workshops, tours, and mentorships, medical and nursing students and researchers share the knowledge they gain from working with and learning from the donors' bodies to inspire the next generation. Thank you very much.
To a musical contribution from one of our medical students, Gina Spencer.
And oh, my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be. But I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you so much, Gina. It's beautiful. So we have gathered here in this beautiful place on this lovely day to do the final things for those who have committed to making new life from their own deaths through their immense gift to science. My name is Erin Burns. I'm the Interfaith Chaplain at Queen's University, and it is a great privilege to say a few words today as we commit the remains of your loved ones to the earth. Gathered here in the sights and sounds and smells of creation, we take the opportunity to express our thanksgiving for those who share our lives, for families and loved ones, caregivers and companions, for community, for friends and for neighbors, for the interconnectedness of all creation, for the cycles of life and death. Especially today, we express our gratitude for your loved ones who made the great gift of the donation of their bodies. We are grateful for their generosity and their dedication to community. Even in death, your loved ones have been able to participate in the struggle to improve life. We are grateful for all in them that was generous and kind, for the love they gave and received, and for all that lives on in those who knew and loved them. We are grateful for all the lives they touched and for all who grieve these losses. We hold in our hearts today you, their family and friends, for your support of their gift to us, for the patience you have in your grieving, feeling now as you have since their death the pain of parting with a loved one. You have been living the path of grieving, and we hope that as we gather today, you are holding on to your memories and taking the next steps on your grief journey. I'd like to invite you now to take a moment in silence, to hold your loved one with intention, maybe draw to mind a favorite memory or something they taught you, something they always said, something you are grateful for. Maybe you have struggles with memories that are complicated, and you need to take a moment to breathe deeply and release some of that you carry. Either way, you are invited into this moment of memory, taking it where you need it. We are not here today simply to move through a process, but to gather in memory and in hope that out of death comes new life, out of health education comes healing, out of health education comes healing, and that out of the contribution of these our loved ones will come new possibilities. For the gift of their lives, for their and your trust in us, we give thanks. Our poem is not the one in your handbook this morning. Instead, I'm going to read In Blackwater Woods by Mary Oliver.
Look at the trees, are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds, and every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this: the fires and the black river of loss, on whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones knowing that your own life depends on it, and when the time comes to let it go, to let it go. Today we continue our loving, our holding on, and our letting go, as we remember the following: Mark Allard, Hugh Walter Barkley, Anthony Baxby, Daniel Carl Bradley, David Harvey Carr, Allison Cook, William James Davis, Igor George Fisher, Margaret Elizabeth Fries, Madhu Ramachandra Gaukarn, Wayne Dale Jordison, Vazant Sadashiva Kulkarni, Mamie Jean Lamb, Reinald Marie Levesque, Richard John Lyons, Christopher Douglas McIntosh, Dirajal Muljarbi Matalia, James Edward McKellar, Mary Elizabeth McLeod, Pauline Ann Moore, Carol Joy Morse, Maureen Ann Monroe Cape, Peter Mitchell Murray, Judy Carolyn Rive, Margaret Joyce Ross, Charles Shamus, Catherine Ruth Snow, Tina Louise Steele, Margaret Lillian Sutton, Ethel Joyce Sims McElroy. With thanksgiving for these lives lived and the love shared, we now commend those whose ashes we commit into the rest of everlasting peace. From carbon we are made, and to carbon we return. We cherish our memories and leave them now to the keeping of this peaceful place. With respect, we say farewell. In love, we will remember them forever.
We'll now move to words of appreciation from one of our nursing students, Lauren McFarland.
My name is Lauren McFarland, and I'm honored to speak to you on behalf of the Queen's School of Nursing. With humility and reverence, I express our profound gratitude to you and your loved ones for the gift of donating their bodies for the education of nursing students. Your generosity allows us to learn about the intricacies of the human body in a manner that textbooks simply cannot convey. Learning through your loved one is foundational, helping prepare us to provide exceptional care to patients, shaping the future of healthcare. The significance of your donations cannot be overstated. Your generosity enriches our educational experience while fostering a culture of empathy, respect, and honor for the human body. Our learning is a testament to the legacy of your loved ones and the profound impact they continue to have on the lives of others. On behalf of the nursing students here at Queen's, I extend our sincerest gratitude to you and your families. Please know that your selfless act touches countless lives, both now and in the future. Thank you.
I would now like to welcome Tyler Williamson, a medical student, for words of appreciation.
So, medicine has been described as both a science and an art. The science aspect of medicine is a world of rigorous research, foundation on numbers, helping to establish the most effective standards of care on reliable evidence, leading to a diagnosis and treatment of disease. The art of medicine, at its heart, is about treating the person. Behind each diagnosis is a life full of meaningful relationships and achievements. Within each treatment is the goals and future of a whole person. It was Hippocrates who said, "Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity." And I believe that this love is beautifully exemplified in the Human Body Donor Program. Through your loved one's selfless and courageous act of donating their bodies, we are given the experience and the privilege of seeing both the science and art of medicine. We're able to learn about the human body and how it works, while grounding this knowledge in the empathy and compassion of a human connection. It shows us clearly that any condition is inextricably linked to a fully realized and complex human being. This tangible bridging of the science and art of medicine gives an understanding greater than either on its own, and reminds us that the most powerful medicine lies in the connection, support, and sharing of the human experience. My name is Tyler Wimson, and on behalf of the medical students and the class of 2027, I want to offer our sincerest thanks and warmest compassion to the families and loved ones of those who generously donated their bodies. We recognize the profound magnitude of this act and offer our sympathies for the indescribable emotions you all must be feeling. With our deepest respect and reverence, we know that the legacy of your loved ones lives on in the vital knowledge that is gained through their donation, and their legacy will flourish with each new class educated thanks to this donation. The impact on us cannot be overstated. This is a gift that has profoundly affected us in ways that will greatly assist us in helping our future patients, and an experience that we will all carry for the rest of our lives. Thank you very much.
In the program today is Dr. Jeannie Piliatis, who's our Associate Dean for the Undergraduate Medical Education Program. Unfortunately, Gina isn't feeling well, so she couldn't be here today to give her words, but I thought I would give them for her because I know that this is very important to her and that she really wanted to be here. So on behalf of the MD program and all our medical students, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the incredible gifts of your loved ones. There's nothing more intimate than donating one's body for the education of future healthcare professionals. I know our students feel the enormity of this sacrifice and are not only grateful, but are forever changed by this early experience in their professional journey. Thank you for allowing me, Gina, to be part of this ceremony on behalf of all my students to properly give thanks for your loved one's sacrifice and for yours on this day when they can finally be laid to rest. So with that, it's time to conclude our formal part of the program. There's not much left for me to say except thank you from the bottom of all our hearts. I hope you can see how very important these donations and these sacrifices have been to all of our students, to our faculty, and really to society at large. I think it's important these days to be generous, so thank you. It just means a lot and is very important. And so I'm going to stop talking now because I start to get emotional, and I'm pleased to have our beautiful singer come for one more song.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow,